Hello and welcome to episode 14 of We Are Central, the Mighty Bees, Manchester Central. As always, thanks for joining me. Massively appreciated. Your view is the most important thing, and I cherish it. Anyway, if you've seen episode 13, quite an unlucky number because it's possibly the worst period of football I've had in a long time ever on Football Manager. But, you know, we're a club that's got into the Premier League with not even a championship squad. It was a brilliant way to get there. But it's been an absolute struggle, and you know, I like a certain way of playing, but it's not working. Now I don't want to change things too much. I'm not a drastic kind of guy, some crazy ass tactic, but I have tweaked my tactic, changed it up formationally a little bit while still playing quite attacking football. But was it going to work? I don't know. So I got onto my assistant manager, Joe Page, and he's been putting in extra training sessions with the boys. And he's got a report for me, I think. So we're going to check in on Joe and then get into the episode.
All right, boss. Just as in your message, you know the team meeting we had the other day? I think that went really, really well. And, well, it's given me an idea. Now, it's not my 4-4-2 idea, but, you know, I think it will help. And right now, well, we've got nothing to lose. Now, it has been looking good on the training ground. Our lads seem to really be into it. But we're just lacking something. So, I've taken it upon myself to actually hire some help. Now, all the top clubs all throughout England and Europe and abroad all seem to have one of these nowadays. It's called a CCPO. Now, they're also known as a Chief Cone Placement Officer. Now, I really think it will help take us to that very next level. Just let me know what you think, boss.
What the is a Chief Cone Placement Officer? Ouchie, ouchie, ouchie. Yeah, we're straight out of the FA Cup. We got absolutely annihilated by Arsenal, right? But we also had a great game against Arsenal. We'll look at that in a bit. But firstly, Greeno did get quite busy in the January transfer window. Now, he's not sent me any reports or anything. He's way too busy. He said he's on his private jet. And he hasn't got any Wi-Fi, apparently. But to be fair, I think he's tried his best with the budget he's got. Now, first up is loaned Umare Manganga, who is 18 years old. The loan fee was about 2.8 million. On loan from Southampton. But what a little player. Decent midfielder, should help us a lot, hopefully. He'll know he sold Bailey, and I think this was his replacement. Harry Wilson cost just under 2 million quid. Will possibly come towards the end of his contract. He was at Norwich City, so I mean, he's 30, but look at the positions he can play. So really chuffed with this, and look at his international experience. So yeah, after spending 1.7 million on Harry Wilson, he spent 2.2 on Jason Kerr, another 30-year-old from Scotland, from Hibs, a centre half, and I wanted centre halves, and I was going to need more centre halves for my change of tactic. And to be fair, I mean, for the money, for a couple of million quid, I think he's a decent player. He wasn't done with the back line, no. Now, you might remember we've got Lee Gansmore and Timmy at left back. Well, Timmy wants to leave, and I don't have nothing to do with it, and sometimes he's trying to sort stuff out with him. I'll just click the you talk to him button. He ended up loaning Timmy out, but then he signed Rico Henry, which I think's a fantastic little move, because he's a good little player. So after signing Rico, I think it's 2.7 eventually, he's got me another goalkeeper now. He's obsessed being an ex-goalkeeper, especially at Tame Valley. With Craig, our keeper, and to be fair, he's probably got a point. He keeps hitting it home. Craig is only 5'7". My goalkeeper can't even touch the crossbar. That's probably an issue. I think going forward, as much as I love Craig, if he keeps moaning about Greeno needs to find me someone good. Now, this is a good young prospect, but I'd like him to go out there and get me a good 6'5" experienced goalkeeper next year, wherever or whatever division we're in. And the last signing was another centre-half signed for 1.7 million from Everton. It's Connor Cody, who's decent. For us, he's decent. He's old, and I would never sign him. But we need some more experience at the back, and he's probably, you know, good for the year. His contract runs out next year, so he's got a 1.5-year deal, really. I just never would sign a 34-year-old, but mentals are amazing, and maybe he can help us, because I'm using 3 centre-halves now. So I need as many defenders as I can get. And this is it. It's pretty similar to what I was doing. I've tweaked it, and I'm going to show you the results in the league table and all that in a minute. I've basically gone 3 at the back with wing backs. My theory is we're still going to be able to go forward if needed, and then when we come back, we'll flat back 5. I'm not that good at tactics. I just piss about a little bit. I've copied other people's in areas. That's what I do. Some people are fantastic at it, and hats off to them. Fair play. Some people dedicate their time to it. I can't be arsed. I just like playing the freaking game. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, was it going to work? Now, I didn't initially change anything up. I've been using my 2 different tactics, either defensive midfielder and attacking midfielder, and this was the game straight after Burnley. So I dropped back a bit. We played Arsenal at home, and we scraped this. This was like, you know, back-to-back draws for us. It's pretty good. And against Arsenal, we then played Denton away and only lost 1-0. Still not changing anything. Little tweaks, but not changing anything massive. But, you know, we're just going down the dark road here, I thought. The dark road that saw us get battered off Leicester at home, 4-1. And then I went for it against West Ham. Didn't work. Got battered again, 4-1. Burnley again. I still wasn't trying to break my mould, but we went a bit defensive against them. And of course, last live com, we should have won that. This one we did, with Granty getting us the one and only goal. And then I played Bournemouth and battered them 4-0. Thinking, don't need to change anything. We've got this in our locker. But then we were destroyed by Manchester United and destroyed by Chelsea 6-2. But then it was time for change. Now, Wolves at this period in time were 4th in the league, and we'd already beat Wolves in that freakish game where we scored 5 goals at their place. Weird. Football Manager can be weird. But this was my first goal, and I was really happy with it. I mean, they probably were slightly better than us, but we scored the goals, and it gave us confidence and me a little bit of confidence. I stuck with it. But this is Liverpool. We still scored a couple of goals at Anfield, so I felt still positive I was going to just try and ride this out. Because after that, I drew with Southampton 1-1, drew with Villa 2-2, beat Tame Valley, Jose Mourinho's the manager. That was awesome, and I had a guy sent off, and we just rode it out, man, in sunset. Leeds, drew with them, fair enough. City, I was beating City 2-0. Beat Spurs, and I've just been beaten off Sheffield United, so it ain't perfect. But that group of games there, that run, was something pretty special. With 2 games left to play, it's left us in 16th on 35 points. Now, I predicted in the last episode, at best, and I was being generous, we could get 33. So I am buzzing with that, but it's not over. But we do have 2 games left to play, and what's freaking awesome is one's against Newcastle, so we're going to have a live com there. We could save ourselves, and the other one's against Middlesbrough. I mean, it could be so much worse. We could be playing like United, Arsenal, Liverpool, or City, or Denton, any one of them, right? So we've kind of fell on a bit of luck here with these last 2 games. We should get a point or 2 out of it. Now, if we're on 35 points and Burnley on 30, so, you know, anything can happen here. I mean, we could get beat and still survive if a Burnley game goes a certain way. So there's a lot of things left here to play, but survival is looking a lot freaking better than it was in January, December, or whenever it was in the last episode. So here's the squad. It's arranged by average rating. Obviously, we haven't got a lot of green. A couple of these lads have not done too bad, but Ken has been great, to be fair. 15 goals to the point where he's wanted by Stoke. Would I sell him, even though he's been really good? I don't know. He's a good little player. I mean, I could really go to town on this squad. Give me some money, I could have a lot of fun. But, again, I'm not in charge of that. I do quite like it. It is quite interesting, making you think outside the box and stuff, but it's fun. Look at the finances, and they're not bad, to be fair. I thought we'd potentially make more. I did, as the season progressed. CP did spend a ton of money, though, on the facilities, which is cool. I've had a new contract as well. I mean, CP's felt generous this year. I think a lot of the lads got theirs at the start of the year. We think he's waited a bit for me. But I got a new deal. I'm now on $7,500 a week. Joe Page was on $6,000 and I was on 4. So Joe Page gets these pay rises. He gets paid more than me, but then I always catch him up. So I am the highest paid. I'm now actually paid more than Brian and Greeno, because they've been the highest paid so far. So it's about time I was a top dog when it comes to the dollars. But yeah, I mean, it's been good. Now also, my head of youth Brian Kane, busted out some great youth intakes, gone down a wagon of partying, drinking and all that good stuff. Then he went and got clean, and he felt like it affected his ability to find young talent, so he got back on the booze. But you know, we'll see. New youth intake. Was it any good? Well, let's hear from Brian himself.
That's not what it looks like, by the way. It's just this new Colombian medicine for hay fever. Anyway, in the words of the great Tiesto, let's get down to business. The youth intake this year, in regards to last year, massive improvement. However, not my best work. The problem we have now is we're competing with the big boys, the big London clubs, the other two in Manchester, Liverpool, all these big teams fighting for the names. I've been holding my own, I've got some good talent, but it's definitely not my best, and there's room for improvement. Let me know what you think. Can we get some music on in this mother?
Honestly, that man, he loves to party. He loves sherbet dip as well. I used to love sherbet dip as a kid. When you stick it in and you eat it, delicious. I preferred the pink one. Anyway, it wasn't bad. It was not bad. We had Cedric Williams, 1 5-star player. We had a couple of 4.5s, load of 3.5s, which to me, I was really positive with, because I've done this so many times where you go through the leagues, you get a few good ones, and then once you hit top flight football, it all seems to go to shit. So I was super positive with it. I think it's been really, really good, and he can stay on the booze and that as long as he wants. If he keeps producing youth intakes like this, Brian, do whatever the hell you want to do. Welcome to the Subret Dalton Stadium with my new tactic. You're going to see it in action. Hopefully they put on a performance for you. Hopefully we can do this today and results go our way as well. But yeah, Newcastle's struggling as well, which is massive really, because they've got so much money in this game now. It's weird, isn't it? So here we go, we kick off. Come on, lads. Put this to bed in one game. Genuinely was worried, and I know a lot of people were worried. Some people were 50-50. I was probably 90-10 that we'd stay up, because I am quite stubborn with stuff. Stubborn with a lot of the ways I play Football Manager. But yeah, I mean, I don't mind this tactic. Do I want it to be the one of the future? No, I want my tactic to be the one of the future. But I need the right players, and hopefully staying in the Premier League will increase that reputation, and Greeno can go out there and get some talent, because he did bring in some good young players in the summer. I can't knock him. And then in January, I needed some defenders. He's brought in 2 experienced guys. They're not for the future. So, I mean, the temptation to go out there and look at what talent's there, because we've been in this now a few years, haven't we? And I bet there's some good regens out there I could pick up on minimum fees and so on. I bet there's some good freebies. And talking of freebies, Drew Peacock, the Dundee player, he left on a free in the summer. He's now at Leicester. See, that's one I'd have kept my eyes on if I was in charge of it, and I'd try to snap him up. Don't know if we'd have got him, because we only knew is when we were newly promoted. But he's been at Leicester. We'll have a quick look at the. Oh my God, you donkey! Yeah, if you're a patron, we'll have a quick look at the Unflushable Seniors agent list, and just, you know, you can pause it and see where you're at. There's been some big moves. My mate Mitchell, who I've known for a couple of years now. He's a content creator. The Salmon. Oh, was he pushed? Was the Manc Messi pushed? Come on, Harry. Come on. New boy at the club. Settled in well. Decent player, can't lie. Can't score a penalty though. Yeah, so we're going, I don't know if we mentioned this, next week. He's doing a vlog channel now. So he's doing a vlog touring Manchester United during the Old Trafford tour. And I wanted to go anyway, so we're going together. I'm taking my eldest boy, who's in that other room watching Encanto. His favourite song at the minute is We Don't Talk About Bruno. Just singing it all the time. So he's chilling in there. He's 5, got his iPad, watching a bit of Encanto, if you can hear anything. Don't think my microphone will pick it up. He's already jumped in here once, and oh my God, going for a dump. Messing up my recording. And that's messing up my freaking survival chances. Nothing's happened. I've demanded some more. Can we pull one back at the end of this first half? Pinging it out to Adams on the right hand side. Come on, boys, we're better than this. We need Kenny to score. Come on, Kenny. Oh my God. So it's half time, and we are the better team. But the best teams don't always win. That reminds me of something. What does it remind me of? Oh yeah, I've been watching the Tom Brady documentary. It's come on Disney. Man in the Arena. Oh, love Tom Brady. Watch the first 3 episodes. I love it. The series is fantastic though, to be fair. If you're an NFL fan, go check it out. Right, second half has kicked off. Come on, you losers. Absolute losers. I mean, to be fair though, that little run I went on was brilliant. So it was so exciting. I mean, this game gives you all different kinds of emotions, and I think it was exciting because of who we are, where we're at, and just to be picking up them points and beating Tame Valley, not because it's Tame Valley, but beating Tame Valley was next level special for me. Right, free kick here though for Newcastle. Oh! Jesus Christ. Referee's doing something. Checking goal review. Goal awarded. Jesus Christ. Okay, made a couple more changes. I don't think it really matters. We'll have to see what happens. There was other games played, but I've avoided looking. So even getting beat, we might be okay. I didn't want to get beat. It's quite annoying. But I'm kind of used to it now with this team of mine. Quite used to it. You know, good old Football Manager, eh? Pure joys of Football Manager. Right. 5 minutes to go. Can we get ourselves a consolation at the very least? Not seen anything from the Manc Messi. He's been alright this year. Maybe just learning his craft. And there you go. Oh, I thought that was 3. Alright, this has got to be the last highlight. We're over injury time. Newcastle on the ball. Adams just absolutely crippled one of their players. Picked himself up a yellow card, and that is it. I'll be honest with you. I don't know how we got beat 2-0. So at least got a draw out of that. I mean, missing that penalty affected us. As a defeat affected us. No, because results went our way. Burnley got beat off Sheffield United. Bournemouth won, but it's not enough. 4-point gap. 1 game to go against already relegated Middlesbrough. We're safe. Hey? Buzzing. Even though we are still pretty shit. I've lost 20 games this year. Wow. We've got changes to make. We need a goalkeeper. We need a goalkeeper. We need better defenders. We need better midfielders. We need better forward players. We need better everything. So we're going into the last 5 minutes of the last game against Middlesbrough. They've just scored as well in the 85th minute. We had 2 cracking goals. I'll do that. Why not? And yeah, this would have been a great game if it had gone down to this. We had a Manc, Messi, Gilbert, brilliant goal. I'm going to show you actually. And then a masterclass from Ali Masters himself. Good freaking bullet header. So it says a minute, but it was like 13 seconds when it started. Look at him. Look at him. This is what he's got in his locker. Good old Miles. Got us off to a great start. And a goal from a corner. Wilson whips it in. Watch Lee jump up there. Masterclass. So insanely, great way to finish in it on a win. We finished 15th on 38 points. 5 points more than I predicted. So proper chuff with that. 6 points clear of relegation. Yeah, 10 wins, 8 draws, 20 defeats. My boy, joint with Haaland there. Pretty proud of him. Well done, son. Bournemouth, Burnley and Middlesbrough going down. Manchester United have won the league, which is absolutely fantastic. City scraped their way in to the Champions League. Denton there in 5th. Tame Valley, though. Up and down Valley, aren't they? A quick look at my patrons. Feel free to pause it, lads. I will scroll it slowly. One move I noticed was Mitchell Holton leaving Juventus and going to the Munchen Club. And when it came up, he actually turned down. It was between the Munchen Club and Dortmund. He turned down Dortmund and went to the Munchen Club. But in real life, Mitchell, who's from Birmingham and he's a Birmingham City fan, he's also a Dortmund fan. So the real Mitchell would have definitely gone to Dortmund. But there you go. You might notice you've got a moving on. Again, as always, if you want to know why you're there, what's happened in your career, let me know in the comments down below. I'll give you a good update of what's been happening with your player. On to the end of season review. Let's have a good check. New arrivals. And here we are. So, yeah, Kyle McGuinness. He didn't do much, I'll be honest with you, but Ken did fantastic. I can't lie, he was pretty good. A lot of these lads did really well. Stuart Ferguson, some player from Rafe. Yeah, we've got some good young players here, but we need a lot. We need a lot to really not just kick on. I want to kick on. I want to just be better. I don't want to be in a relegation scrap. I don't expect a lot more, but I'd like more. I think goalkeeper's the biggest issue. We need a big, strong, experienced goalkeeper. But it was a season to remember. Honestly, the emotions I've had, the fun I've had though, even though I really thought we were going to go down. I mean, look at the results. Look at that. Look at all that red there. That was one of the worst patches I have ever seen. But to finish off the season like this, proper proud. Matches to remember. That Wolves game still baffles me how we achieved that, but we did. 4-4 against Leeds, that's still my favourite game of the season, I can't lie. Even though we beat the Valley, that was such a fun game. Ken sold the most shirts this year. Gilbert's dropped down a little bit, and money-wise, I'm surprised the corporate's gone down. We're in the Premier League. But look at that broadcast revenue, up from 3 million to 90. So these are the finances going into our second year in the Premier League. We've got 49 in the bank, and CP has released 47 million to spend. We've got tons of wiggle room in them wages as well. Greeno's got his best transfer kitty ever, so what's he going to get up to? It's always quite exciting to find out, and I can't wait to crack on. Just in case you're interested, it's Everton and Stoke who are coming up. Fulham have just won the playoffs. So there we have it. That is the end of episode 14 and the end of our first season back in the Premier League. It's been a battle, it's been tough, but it's been fun, and we've survived, which is the most important thing. It's like winning a cup final in a way, isn't it, for a club like ours, and I'm excited for the future. Really, really am. Now, the future of the series, obviously views do drop off, and this is not going to be one of them series that goes on for 50 episodes when I take them to the Champions League. My minimum aim is to hopefully one day win a domestic major, something like that. If we do anything like that, that'd be a perfect ending. I might not achieve it. I do have an end episode goal in mind, but I'm going to have fun, and you guys who stick with it hopefully have fun until it ends. Now, don't forget to watch my story videos. Tons out there. I've just brought one out recently called The Last Chance. Hopefully you'll go and check it out, and I've nearly finished everything for my next one, which is called Adversity, which is going to be awesome. Can't wait to share that with you. Now, definitely got to wrap this up because I think the kid, I can hear him and I can hear the dog. Everything's going mental in there. I need to go back to daddy duties, but thank you as always for watching. Love you long time. Bye bye. Dog, shut up!